dead fastball hitters, and Louis gave him a breaking ball right there, and so we can expect to see a lot of that this afternoon.
Here's the big gun in the Cincinnati lineup, 28 homers, another 100 RBI season, hit 283. He didn't hit well in the playoffs. He had only 1 out of 13. He had a groin pull the last month, but he was swinging well yesterday in his warm-up. There's the shot. That's his head job saluting the man upstairs. Nothing in one. He's fun to watch, not fun to hit against. 2 down, nobody on. Johnny Bench the batter. First inning, they have a shift on against that. I'll tell you an interesting statistic, and it's a very odd statistic. Johnny Bench hit over 50 foul home runs this year. 50 foul homers. Now, with a 315-foot wall, some of those foul balls may not be foul by the time they get to the wall. 2-strike delivery. High and away.
Kurt, that's one of the reasons why Bench pulls so many balls foul in the left field corner, because they change speeds. I mean, he's an excellent fastball hitter. They pull the string a lot.
1-2 pitch. Throw him a high fastball. He just showed him that one. Get him thinking a little bit. 2-2. Another tremendous right-handed slugger's on deck, Tony Perez, who should be at home in this ballpark. 2 down, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Way inside, 3-2. Dick, there's Perez. Tiant does not look as sharp to me with his control as he did against the A's in the playoffs.
No, he is not so far, Kurt. Of course, I think what he has to rely on is keeping the hitters off balance. It was successful against Oakland, and so far off the first 2 batters, he has been successful there, but he has fallen behind.
3-2 delivery. There's a fly ball, shallow right. Evans is waiting for it, and the Reds go quietly down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Tiant, does he balk? Some say he does, some say he doesn't. What to watch for? He'll wiggle his hand and ball down, the glove and the ball down. If he stops, he has to pitch out of that stop position. And he just can't flip the ball to first base. He has to make a move with his free foot or his left foot to first, or it's a balk. So you have one of the great base runners of modern times on first. He stole 67 bases this year out of 77 attempts. Oh, Lordy, that's some record.
You will get a big lead early. He wants to draw throws from Tiant. He wants to see all of his moves to home plate and to first base. Tiant has a bundle of them, just like Bill Lee tomorrow will have.
The Reds were successful in over 80% of their steals. Morgan's a great teacher to his teammates, too. He works with them. Videotape machine. Foul ball by Johnny Bench. You play differently in this park, even the opponent so. You don't run yourself out of innings there because the high fly can win it for you or be up in the screen. But today the wind is holding balls up to the outfield. The wind is going to be very important. Bench fly to right his first time. Morgan at first. 1 strike. Tiant drives him back.
That's exactly what Joe wants. He wants to see every move as early as he can, and he relay the information to Concepcion, to Griffey, to Foster. He's got a big lead.
No score, 4th inning. Oh, a little closer. That's all right. Morgan likes it that way. He wants to measure him off.
Right now, he's taking what they call the base stealers the one-way lead. A little bit longer than normal. He's leaning a little bit back toward first base. He wants to draw a throw.
Fenway Park fans, they had him. In Cincinnati, they wouldn't be saying a word.
Oh, Joe might have been gone. Let's look at it again. Watch this. Watch Morgan just lean towards second base. He got the feet crossed up, which doesn't happen often with Joe.
What do you think, Tony?
I'll tell you, he had the hand in, and Cooper's been able to attack that hand instead of up on the elbow.
I think he had his hand back.
Tell you what, if the throw had been more toward the first base side, he definitely would have been out. Cooper had to move his hand over to make that tag.
It's a pretty good duel right here.
This is a real duel going on. A real gunfighter duel now here. Tiant and Morgan. If you forgot all about Bench, he's the batter.
Oh,
Balk. Balk.
Morgan yelled immediately when he threw.
Now here's Darrell Johnson coming out to argue with the National League umpire who called the balk.
Now, one of the ways they will call a balk on Tiant is if he throws to first base and then step. The rule says you must step toward first base, and then throw. And
This
Tiant
was
has
a controversy, Tony, before the series. The Reds claimed he balked, and they got a National League umpire who called it at first.
I'll say this, Kurt and Dick, the National League umpires during the course of the year have called this balk on National League pitchers all year long. Watch Tiant. Does he throw and then step? That is the key. There is the balk, and it's splitting some pretty fine hairs, and it's difficult to see. We'll see Tiant all by himself. Watch his leg. Watch his left foot. Does he step first and then throw, or does he throw and then step? That's the key for you fans. I'll tell you, it looked like a legitimate move to me.
Me too.
He's got one that's worse than that when he does balk, but that was a legitimate move, I think.
Boy, he's mad. He's glaring at Nick Colosi over at first base. But the National League umpire sort of on the spot here with Tiant. Really, they were put on the spot before the series started.
Here's the way this guy's pitched all his career, and you can't expect him to change. On the other hand, the umpires are used to one thing.
Morgan's at second on a balk, 1 out. Johnny Bench the batter. 1 strike to him. Bench fouls the back, it's 0-2. 0-2. It did not look, well, I think you all judge it yourself, that he took a step toward home plate. Took that legitimate step toward first.
Well, he wasn't called for a balk all of 75, and he claimed...
Boy, the Red Sox are giving it to Colosi. Colosi down at the end. And Darrell Johnson, they're on him now. They're really on him out of the Red Sox dugout.
Umpires will be much more patient during the course of a World Series. They're
Bernie
instructed by the
Carbo.
commissioner's office.
Bernie
to be that
Carbo
way.
used to play in the National League. They've got the explosion starting already here. Tiant's the central figure. There's a high fly. That'll be blown into the seats down the left field line. Tiant's mad, his manager's mad, and the Red Sox squad's mad. While they all cool off, we'll pause for station identification. This is the NBC television network. Kurt Gowdy, Dick Stockton, Tony Kubek. Luis Tiant has balked Joe Morgan II. The Red Sox fans and team are on the National League umpire at first, Nick Colosi. Meantime, the count to Johnny Bench is 2 strikes. There's no score in the 4th inning with 1 out. Watch Morgan. He can go to third. Tiant knows it. Doyle trying to keep you close. Outside. A ball and 2 strikes.
Kurt, I think what we've seen so far in this controversy, and it's a pretty good testimony that just possibly umpiring should be under one jurisdiction, maybe the commissioner's office. So they umpire the same way in both leagues. Same strike zone, same ball calls, same interpretation of the
You
rules.
don't understand how the World Series is played under different sets of rules in the regular season. American League uses the designated hitter, the National League doesn't. I'm just reporting facts, and yet in the World Series, they play the National League rule.
Also, the position of umpires on second base calls, also the chest protector being worn inside now. So there are differences, there's no question about it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Johnny Bench. Bench played as a pull hitter to left field and back deep. I can't imagine the balk disturbing Tiant that much. He just has too much savvy and know how to get upset.
He's been around so much. Yesterday after practice, I said, look, how do you feel about it? Just in case the controversy comes up, he says, no, it doesn't bother me. He says, I expect it. If it happens, I'll just go along and pitch.
Bothered him for a little while. He walked over and said something to Colosi. 3-2. Johnny Bench, he had a 2-strike count. Now he's leveled it off. Bench chopping away at a low fastball.
Kurt, I'll say one thing. I don't know if you can ever call an umpire's decision courageous, but if there ever was one to call a balk on Luis Tiant at Fenway Park,
I'll give him credit for that.
I will too.
For these kind of fans they have here in Boston, this isn't the Boston Red Sox, it's really the New England Red Sox. The whole area has adopted him and has for years. There's Darrell Johnson. Joe Morgan singled after 1 out, the first hit, the first base runner, and then went to second on a balk called on Luis Tiant. 3-2 delivery. Bench pops it foul into the seats, back of first base. Sparky Anderson, just watching the ball game right now. 41 years old. We kid him on the Silver Fox. what kind of silver rinse he's using. Very attractive man. He's personable, he's enthusiastic. Yet he keeps a stern hand, demands no mustaches, no long hair with his players, ties, jackets. The whole Red organization, a very disciplined outfit. Doyle is going to shade bench anyway, so now the fans give it the old Balk call.
He's the inexperienced pitcher. A lot of young pitchers might have gone right ahead to home plate with Doyle out of position. Tiant just very calmly stepped back.
3-2 pitch to Johnny Bench coming up again. Foul ball, he lost his bat. There's a play right there that we want to warn you National League fans about. And it's a play that Concepcion, I know, has been warned about. When a ball goes by third fair, and we talked about this all during the years on the game of the week, and hits that jutting out portion of the stands, the shortstop must field that ball, not the left fielder, which is just another one of the tricks of this ballpark. That was foul all the way, that last one. 3-2 to Johnny Bench. Morgan at second, one out. No score, fourth inning. Again a foul ball.
Bench had his problems in the championship series. He struck out a lot, and this is no excuse for Johnny, but he was in a collision at home plate earlier in the year. He injured his left shoulder. He has not been able to get the bat out almost all season long on fastballs high and tight. And ordinarily, Johnny is an inside hitter. He likes to pull the ball, likes the ball in a little bit.
One out. Morgan at second. 3-2 count to Johnny Bench. Tony Perez on deck. The Reds hitting in the fourth. 108 wins this year. A sweep of the playoffs. One of the great teams of modern times. They have an 8-game winning streak coming into the opening game of the World Series. And he fouls it again. Boy, he's making Tiant work. After Tiant threw only 4 pitches to get him out in the third, Perez, classy veteran, real gentleman, also a Cuban, as is Tiant. He must have about 50 major leaguers stocked up over there right now. They can really play ball, and they love it. 3-2. Just a piece of it.
It's about the same thing that happened to the Oakland A's against Tiant. They thought they were on his fastball, but they were just missing it, just behind it, popping the ball to center field. Let's look at Bench's swing again. A little bit behind it.
Pitch was right in the heart of the plate, Tony.
It'll surprise you. With all the different motions, the fastball is on you quicker than you think.
Joe Morgan getting his lead at second. One out. No score. 3-2 to Johnny Bench. There goes Morgan. And it's popped up. Carlton Fisk will have a play on this one. The wind helped him, kept it out of the box seat. Morgan had a tremendous jump on Tiant.
In the telecast, Dick, you almost got to protect the deep part and not rush up too soon to play the ball off the wall, or you can get beat by an inside the park home run or triple.
And that's the first extra base hit in this ball game. A one-out double by Joe Morgan, who's 2 for 3.
We'll watch Morgan again. He tried to steal third in the fourth inning on Tiant. Had a big lead. Bench fouled out. Let's watch him now. He might try to get over there to third with one out and have Bench get him in with a fly ball.
Both sides looking for that one break to get that one run across. Bench is 0 for 2. And with the Red Sox scoring 6 in the 7th, it was the biggest series inning since the Orioles scored 6 against the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th of the second game of their series.
The Reds were shut out only 5 times this season, the lowest total in the National League.
Johnny Bench, fly to right, fouled out to Fisk and bounced to Petroselli. Tiant can toy with hitters when he has a lead like this in the late innings, but Cincinnati is explosive. Burleson on one hop. Side is retired. So Tiant responds to the 6-run inning by retiring the Reds in order in the 8th. The Red Sox lead it 6-0.